Welcome to SkySport Next, our new initiative supporting grassroots sport and rising talent across New Zealand. We're proud to be investing in SkySport Next to give over 50 sports a chance to be seen and to grow.
Here it is, another touch jam. Welcome to the grand final of the plate series here for the secondary school boys showdown between Westlake boys and Otago boys. And what a game we have for you. I'm in the commentary, I'm George Yonke. Joined with me today is Murray Sturt, a local talent, a man of many codes. Joining us in the box with a legend of the ground area of Bay of Plenty and also now in the rugby scene. Glad to have you here, Murray.
Thanks, George, and how are you this morning?
Very good, mate, very good. It's been wonderful weather and it's paid dividends in regards to headaches for me throughout the last 2 days, just looking at all this talent out there. But it's good to be here in the box, looking for the showdown for the grand final between these two wonderful colleges.
Yeah, Otago and Westlake, we've had one of the games here yesterday, so let's get it on.
Let's get it on indeed. So Otago have done very well throughout this season, and in this 2 days of the event have been just very, very unlucky to make the top section, as well as our counterparts Westlake High, who dipped out in a differential account back, and they've shown their class to be the top two teams in the second div or the plate series.
Yeah, it's pretty hard, George. You know, those countbacks are killers, and if we could take it back to day one and day two, I reckon those boys would have changed how they went about playing the games.
Yeah, look, following Westlake throughout this last 2 days, they've done really well and shown some convincing wins, showing that they should have been in the top tier. But they're here now. They're battling it out for the plate, and they'll be wanting to show that they deserve this title.
Yeah, they're looking pretty sharp out there. So it's day three. Here we go. Tap off.
As we look at our screens, the Westlake have won the toss-off and they're working on your screens from right to left in the forest green, red and white. Centralising the first play, they're going back to their leadership team with a 3-and-3 play with a 32 wraparound. The referees have stamped their authority right from the first playoff with off the mark or incorrect play.
He didn't step over the ball. I think he just swiped his foot to the side. So, you can't do that in touch. You've got to get your ball your ball and your body over the ball.
Okay, your ball and your body over the ball.
Sorry, your foot. Sorry, Georgie.
No problem. But there we have it. Referees have stamped their mark in this game. There we go again. We're looking for big 5 meters. We're going to open up this game and make it an attacking game. But when you're attacking, you need to do the 1%ers correctly.
We're on the 5 here, so set it up at the link play there. I've seen quite a few 33 plays, only because of the options off it, George. So maybe this might be one here. He stepped back inside with a long ball. Forward pass.
Yeah. Angus Fort's already on the ball. Captain Fantastic leading the boys from Otago. Has a go with a 32 step back in, looking long with a little bit of help from the win, I think. A forward pass. Westlake get off the hook and drive nicely through the midfield.
Yeah, get your fresh legs on now. They'll set up here on the halfway, the fourth touch. Fifth will be coming up here.
Is that man Reese?
Oh, the back door. Oh, offside. So the referee. So that's quite. It's a sin there, Georgie, giving a penalty away on the fifth touch. In a prime position.
That's right, Murray. That's one thing you don't want to do. It's a bit of a coach killer. Here we go. Reese Brown working his magic. Known for those little quickies on the 32. No stranger to high-level touch. Still got many touches up their sleeve. Resetting, pulling out the Otago defence with a 33 wrap. Reese looking. Try. Then everybody else looked. There we go. There's our man, Reese Brown, setting the tone for Westlake as we look to our replay here. 33 Peel coming in, looking for the options wide. Decides to do a long mirror. Reese gets under. Well played.
Yeah, he got low there and got that ball down as fast as he could. So no, that was a great try. And he's actually still on the field here. So he'll D it out, D a set.
Forks back in, driving hard.
Unfortunately off the foot there from the dummy half. They had a play set up there.
Yeah, great defence from Westlake, getting up in their face, causing the error. Now taking that 60 seconds away, that vital 60 seconds where a lot of touchdowns have been scored.
And it was good yards there, so they've got a good flow on here. They're in the right position in the field, Georgie. What do you think they'll set up for here?
Well, they've got many tools in the cabinet there. A 33 play, picks, looks left to right, over the top, a little bit short of the winger. He's a tall man, our number 15. Otago looking very structured, going through the structured box of play, getting the fresh recruits on. Forks directing, picking from dummy half, shows a little stutter.
Offside. We just talked about that just before in that last couple of sets ago. The offside play, and on the fifth touch, you want to try and be back at least 7 with the referee. And they've given away that penalty in that prime position again.
Resetting, having a go with a little wraparound play. Westlake answering the question on defence, working a 32 back in. Looking short this time, Forks. Nice little pass, nice read by the Westlake defence. Tangi toe. It's good on his feet. Forks loads, looks long. This time it looks very good. Wind plays no part in it. Referee puts his arm to the ground. We're happy with that one. Touchdown, Otago.
1-1. So here on the replays, he's set up for a 33 pick there, throwing the ball wide, and the winger is dotted down in the corner there. I think the link was probably squeezing a little bit too tight there, Georgie.
Yeah, it's hard to say. He obviously has to squeeze in tight when you've got a good chopper. The Otago link ran a very good hole that particular time and puts the man in two minds.
Yeah, hardest position in the game is on the wing there. You know, you've got to make a decision early, and once you've made the decision, you can't turn back.
Sweep around. Luckily not
Forward
required.
pass. Referee's got that forward pass. I saw that from up here in the commentary.
Boys a little bit excited. A couple of forward passes going in. A couple of giveaways on the fifth and final touch with offsides. But there's some well-structured drives there, putting them under pressure. So they're rolling the dice and not quite getting onside on the fifth touch nicely.
And we've got another penalty there. Westlake boys offside again.
It's quite interesting. He signalled there for a positive touch, over vigorous. Whatever happens, Otago now have the ball. That man, it looks like he doesn't sub. Seems to be on the ball all the time. Angus Forks looking for the quick play back. He loads again. Oh, and he's got the chopper.
That was a brilliant line there. Brilliant line. They set up for Forks again, and he looked long and hit the chopper with running a brilliant line there, that link.
Yeah, Harrison Coggin, you couldn't have asked better for a link to chop a line like that, which gives Angus Forks two options. The wingers, am I going to shut this time or am I going to stay out? And this time he decided to stay out, and the chopper's on. Nice touchdown. Otago taking the lead, 2-1 over Westlake.
Oh, he's got him there. He's nice touch there from the winger. Body on the line. Fifth and final play here. What will they set up? Will they have a crack? Ooh. That last tip on there was a forward pass. So Otago coming off the line. They're still close here to their box, so they get their subbers on and off pretty fast. Referees have got some big fives out there, so the players are sort of getting a little bit confused with that call. But here we go again. They're set up on the line. That's a 6 touch.
Nice little read there by Ryan Lindsay to get back on side, because Forks has been very dangerous off the quick ball or dummy half. A little bit scattery in the yardage play, Westlake, this particular time, but they've now regrouped.
Oh, he's got through
Robson
there,
gets through, shows some toe. Oh, how about it? From nothing. I'd like to see what happened there. Holding the ball in 2 hands. Teach your kids that one. Basics, fundamentals, 101. Here we go, nice drive, nice set, nice pick. Shows a little wrap around and shows the toe. If you're not going to get me, I'm going to get through.
Yeah, that's right. He snuck through a little gap there and he put the foot down. Bit of a George Albert Yonke special, the foot down. And he's fed his mate there and they've scored.
Yeah, well done to Westlake. I think it was Booth that touchdown on that occasion, or it could have been Ward. Apologies to our people at home. It's a little bit hard to see these numbers now and then from our booth up here. But what we do have is 2 apiece. That is one number I can see. Over the top, nice touchdown, or nice touch, I should say. Number 15, McDonald. He's working hard out there.
Oh, here we go down the sideline. Oh, no. It's a pretty exciting touch out here, isn't it, George?
It's a good start to this game. We've had close to 10 minutes of action, 2 apiece, end-to-end touch, picking from dummy half, 14 going through, untouched. What a beautiful play there. Let's have a look here again. Nice dump split. Lindsay spots his options and strolls in nice and easy. Number 11 from Westlake. Hurley Lincoln is what I have down here on paper. Apologies if the spelling is incorrect or the pronunciation is incorrect.
Oh, good shut down there. If that defender did not shut that down there, it would have been a certain try.
Yeah, good read there by Carter. Harry Carter coming off his man, getting his hand in the middle there. Nice. Well in control, the Westlake. Nicely read, nicely positioned.
Oh, I think the referee's got a forward pass there. Unfortunately, it was forward.
As good as Westlake's defence was that particular time, there was still opportunities for the Otago boys. Oh, there we go. Nice. They're using that fine little trim down the sub-box area really well. Causing a bit of chaos.
Yeah, and Otago defender actually rushed out of the line there, so that gave them that little rush down the side. Some strong touches in there, George.
Here we go, Reese Brown. Looks to
Oh,
low.
here we go.
Forks.
Is
Has
he
he
gonna
got the
go?
legs? Oh, it's a good chase, and it's a good dive, but not quite good enough.
Forks is in everything.
Yeah, Jingers, where's Knives? Jingers, he's carving up today. Forks gets the intercept, goes all the way. Good chase by number 1, Jack. Not quite back enough there. 15s to follow. But today is your day. It's been a beautiful show already from Forks. I look forward to what he has for the second half. Here we go, setting up once again. Lindsay, he's been strong around the ball. Oh, passive play in the back. Well executed move.
What do they call that, George? Is that quarterback?
Well, there's a quarterback with come back around the back door, in the pocket. And McDonald, for all his hard work, couldn't have got an easier one. But it's a long way to bend down for the tall guy. But he does it easily. Touchdown. Here it goes. 4 touchdowns, Westlake. 3 touchdowns, Otago.
And Otago on attack here. We've got 2 minutes left on the clock. Is that our man Forks again? He's out there. Oh, look at that. And Forks has hit the chopper runner again. And like we've said, he is in everything.
He is in everything. How well was that executed? Nice little setup. Back to Forks. Loads. Lovely chop. Beautiful chop. It's always hard to defend when you got choppers like that. Ashton Booth doing his team proud, showing us how a link hole should be run. Forks has been working overtime in this first half. I'm wondering if he's going to have enough energy for the second half.
Mate, it's possibly. I think it is their last game for the day, so he should have the energy. But what happened there, Georgie?
Yeah,
Snuck through a little gap.
A little slip through, a little shake of the hips with the Bunnings Warehouse replay. Loads, pulls the shoulder at. Has a point, say, hey, you didn't get me. His mate said he's honest. Nice touchdown. Reese Brown, talented young lad, already recognised in the New Zealand system, New Zealand Boys Tour last year. Good to see him coming to Forks' party. We could have a showdown between Brown and Forks in the grand final of the Plate Series at the Secondary School Nationals.
That's right, and it's currently 5-4. Oh, what have we got here? A touch, yes. Oh, yes, we've got a touch there. Could have locked it up. Bit of a crowd building in too, George, so everyone getting comfortable for the finals played today.
All over
We've got an intercept, and he's down that right-hand side, down the stadium side. He's probably going to go all the way. He has gone all the way there, the winger.
When we talk about end-to-end touch, this is beautiful. Intercept one way, and now Westlake can do that as well. What a beautiful intercept going all the way. Zach on attack. Picks it out of the air.
And runs the full length of the pitch.
Oh, look at those young legs go. Oh, too many years ago for you, Muzza.
Yeah, same. We've actually looked at some of the records there, George, and last time your college was here, it was 1993, winning it. So, yeah.
You don't do the maths, guys, at home. Forks again, loads. This time the winger comes in. Oh, the vision of the man. It's the knife and fork show. It's beautiful. Right on the hooter. Otago bring it back with a touch for 360 load up. Nice chop there by the link once again and just makes easy of it for the winger, Jackson Toms. What a pearler. Not as pearly as that hairdo, but I heard it works in certain areas. And today it's worked on the wing. Boys are happy, high fives all around. What do you think of that first half, Muzza?
Mate, it's a very exciting game. You know, look, it's quite high. That's the highest scoring game we've had so far here on Finals Field. But no, it's really good, mate. And you know, that young Forks, he's in everything. So let's keep him out there. He seems to be out there on attack and defence. He's not really resting. So, yeah. In the halftime huddles, I'd be talking a little bit with the coaching staffs around the yardage, getting that yardage on and off and keeping them going. We're really working really well. And like I said, this young Forks is really going great guns out there. And he's keeping his side currently in this game. A few mistakes creeping into some of the areas and crucial areas and giving each other strike attacks. So let's hope in the second half we tidy up those areas through the ruck and get down to the 5 and see some more tries. And mate, this scoreline here could balloon out a lot higher.
Yeah, and that's what we come to see. We want to see touchdowns right throughout this game, and we had a great first half with 11 touchdowns scored. Everyone's still smiling, and it looks like there's a lot of energy in the tank. And if Forks plays like he did in that first half, Jingers, I want to check his training regime, and I want to send that to a few of the players I know because that is outstanding there. In regards to the coaching and management staff, Otago management staff are no strangers to this scene with Matt Brown, who's been with these boys for a long time in the Otago scene and played at Otago level himself. He's followed up by his management team, the Forks. We've got Andrea, John and Mackenzie Forks, so we're Forks loaded. And if we go over to Westlake, they're no strangers to this scene as well. Michael Lindsay leading the party. He's no stranger to the New Zealand sector and doing tours himself in management roles, as well as helping out in the coaching scene, coming through the community coaching sector. And we've got Kurukanga, Laboshki and Leo that have been looking after the team as well. Apologies for any correct pronunciations today as we move to the second half. And if you've just joined us, we have a score at 5-6 to Westlake, and it's been a thriller of a game with end-to-end touchdowns. And if you see the people with the ball, that is Otago High School. And the man of the moment, we got Angus Fawkes looking for the tap-off. From your screen, right to left, Otago High School.
Yeah, and he's been in everything like we just spoke about the halftime there. Here he goes. He's going to set up for something here. I'd say a 33 play again. Oh, no, they went away from him. Oh, I thought there was a touch there, but I thought it was a bit of a touchdown. You know, it's a good set there. Good defence as well.
Nice little change-up play there by Matt Brown, bringing in our Fawkes man, who attracts a lot of attention, and this time being a decoy, taking all the focus on him, which left opportunities out to the right side. And our good touch by number 5 there, Zach, to come in and just read that one.
I don't think you actually realised there that there was only 5 players from Westlake out there on defence. I've only just seen the other guy just come on right now, so I just counted it just before they exited. There was only 5 players on. So that was great defence from Westlake.
Very good, very good. And Westlake get out of jail and in the right half of the field with 2 touches gone and 3 to play with. Just looking at what they have in front of them. Lindsay once again dictating play. Many years to come for this Westlake team. Decides to have a breather. Our magic man, number 8, Robson. See if he can rob another touchdown. Oh, yeah, the show and go. Tangito, not quite this time. Things starting to balance out.
Bit of a fumble there in the ruck there, George.
Yeah, looked a little bit casual going into that, and it didn't pay dividends this time. Robson taking it wide, working with Brown on a 32 play.
32 play there, short side. Yeah, as we can see here on the replay, the Bunnings replay, they've just gone short side there. And that policy there, we call that just mirrors.
Yeah, it should have been just staying out into the corners, but the quick change over and attacking that 32 point was so fast that they didn't get the chance to regroup, and the vision of Reese Brown was phenomenal, and passing out to that man that's working hard on the wing, number 6, Zach, for another touchdown. Westlake getting a shift in momentum here.
Oh, he's gone out there, the referee on the sideline there. He's put his arm straight up in the air for the outline.
Yeah, he definitely stood out. I don't know if the touch was before he stood out, but the transition of ball goes to Otago.
So if Otago get a good ruck out here, you know they've been a bit of laxy-daisy coming out of the halftime huddle.
Yeah, I'm sure Brown gave them a word or two. It's a big shift in direction now. Those 1%ers are tight. Nice and strong in the ruck. Fawkes once again. Westlake having a point up and having defenders in the back pocket, which always makes it hard on that scoop. Some nice feeling going and passion going into these touches at the moment. With a scoreline of 7 touchdowns to Westlake to 5 Otago.
Yeah, good touches. There's good touches, good drives here. Here we go, the 33 pick again. He's thrown that ball wide again. Oh, all he had to do was catch it, Georgie, and he would have been over.
Yeah, there was a good push out there by the winger. He had a look at that winger. Can I beat him? Can I dive? But forgot about the catch. That's okay. He's been doing very well so far. We'll let him off one.
And there's the hard touch there. Referee's just pulled it up. Yeah, solid touch.
Well, the referees have stamped their mark in this game and set the style of game they want to see. They want to see very good basics, just like that. Be strong in the ruck. And also good 5 metres, close to 10 metres, which opens up a nice attacking game. And it's been a great attacking game.
Yeah, mate, it has. And we're on here again on attack. And there's your man again, matey.
Brown gets it down. Nice little show and go there once again. He's loving the moment. Touch fit 360 replay. Good quick ball from dummy half. You couldn't get it quicker than that. And there goes the old slam dunk. Not a favourite. It's not a favourite thing of mine. I've seen people do their shoulders and see people get touched, but there was no person to be seen around in that time.
Yeah, so the referee actually called the defender offside there, and your mate Brown, he listened to the call and just picked on him and dotted the ball down. And yes, I'm not a fan of the slam dunk, but hey, if it works, it works. Here we go, setting up for that 33 play again. He's just picked, oh, brilliant. That was a brilliant option there. And that's your man again, Otago boys.
Oh, we picked it from the start. It was going to be a Brown Fork show. And Jackson Toms holds his line beautifully, positions his hands well, and gets a nice dot out wide.
He's just got lots of time on his hands, you know, like the defenders are waiting for him, and he's picking his option. Hennessy-like.
Whoa, that's big shoes right there.
Oh, mate, I've said it a couple of times. Said it a couple of times in commentary. There's been some of these kids out here, they must watch that YouTube clip all the time, but just so much time on your hands. And we've got a touchdown here again, George.
Yep, we've got someone else wanting to come to this party. Tangito. Here we go with a little wraparound from Robson. Tangito, a little bit of a slip there. He goes, I'm going to go myself. Well done, Caleb Tangito.
Yeah, good dive there from the defender, but unfortunately he's just missed. And you know that's part of the game. He's got up and no touch. Try.
So 15 touchdowns in this game so far with just over 20 minutes played with 8 minutes to go. And this has been a phenomenal game from end to end touch. Westlake just getting up on the scoreboard there by 3 touchdowns. But with Forks in the form he is, that's not enough of a buffer.
No, but then you've got Brown on the other hand, leading by example for his school as well. And here he is again. He's directing play for the 33. No, I want to get a little bit closer, he tells us, boys. Here we go. Look, he's telling him who to drop on.
Falloon with his legendary setting up platform. Has a look, takes his time. They must have been running a bit more of a passive line there for the link because there was actually a chop hole for him to take, which didn't allow the link defender to go into play.
In the ruck there on that touch, Georgie. So that's for the viewers at home, that first-time viewers in the ruck is you get him behind the ball there from the dummy half, so that is warrants a penalty.
We go Forks in control once again. No stranger to the big games, Forks. Just coming off the PTL series with Te Waiponamu, the South Island team. Nice development team they were, and coming off third at the PTL series Premier Touch League. And what a series that was, Muzza.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed watching it, and the commentators weren't too bad in that game too, Georgie. But you know, it was great to watch, and I think it's great for Touch in New Zealand moving forward.
Yeah, good opportunity for these young ones. You know, we noticed there was 15-year-olds to maybe a couple of later 20 model systems, but the youth were definitely the options for the PTL and build-ups into the pathway system.
Yep, and that's right, mate. You know, the youth is our future of our game, and that's why we're sitting up here now, Georgie, in the commentary team. So, yeah, our youth leading the way.
Westlake in nice and tight, shutting down Forks' options. He loads again. Off the bounce of their hands. May have projected forward.
Oh, now they've thrown the ball away as well, and they've just marched them another 10.
It could be a turning point there, you know, when once one player loses it a little bit, they start sort of cheating the systems, going for the little check touches and short fives. We'll see how it pans out here.
Oh, we've got a forward pass, is it, off the ruck?
Referee not happy. We talked about those 1%ers. They want the fundamentals done well.
Oh, just 2 in a
Both
row.
ways.
Both ways.
The
It's just
referee's doing a beep test.
yeah.
Beep.
check his mileage out.
Beep. Beep. Start of level 13. Here we go. Westlake back with the ball. Lindsay. Always getting back into position. Tangito going out into his favourable link.
Long ball. Oh,
Martin. Flick out the back.
he scored a forward. He scored that forward there. Unfortunately, he probably could have picked that up and passed it a little bit better than the flick out the back. But that's good yards off the tap there. That's 15 metres straight away off the tap. Otago boys turning up the speed here.
Caught on the Karate Kid to lead the pack. He's done a couple of drives. Fawkes gets a touch, which breaks a hole. Links off. Referee gives the wave. It could be the one.
Touchdown, yes, that's a touchdown there, George. And it was a
Here we go.
different name here.
Yeah, Bennington going. Yeah, number 8. We've got more feeding off to Bennington. 2 people that have been working well in this game, always setting up for each other. More, look at the speed of the man. He's so fast. Probably didn't show how fast he was that time. He didn't get into 5th gear. But I've been told he is one of the fastest in the team, but his dad is still a lot faster if they had a race.
Yeah, the dad always says that, don't they? Don't want the young fellas beating them. Good read there from the winger. We looked long again. But that winger's come in and shut down that link play there. So back here's that 33 play again, but come back the other way, short side. Did he weasel his way? He has weaseled his way through there. Wow. Let's watch the Bunnings replay.
Let's check it out with SkySport replay here with goes. Looks back short side. Oh, dodges the shoulder. Falloon being outstanding and setting up all tournament. Gets one of his own. Has a bit of time to shine, showing what he does have in the back pocket. A little shake there. Nice touchdown, Caleb Falloon.
Yeah, no, it balloons the score out for Westlake 10, Otago 7. With Otago with the ball, getting down to the 5 here. What have we got? A wrap play. Oh, we're back to 1. So we're back to 1.
McDonald's lucky he got his mitts in there.
If short, it would have resulted in a try there, George. Oh, bit of a high pass there, and it's hit his portie off, his hat.
We talked about the work rate of Fawkes in the first half was quite high. He hasn't been as prominent in the second half. He'll be calling on the energy strengths of the Ultimate Warrior with the face paint that he's strutting today.
Yeah, that's right, and I mean, you also got to pay credit to Westlake here. They've identified that he is the man to go to for this team.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, what's happened here?
Oh, very unlucky.
It was very unlucky.
And that's the younger brother of Angus Fawkes. Hamish Fawkes says, my brother's getting stopped. I'm coming in here, having a little go. I thought he was very unlucky not to get that one.
He got really low there with the worms and dove in.
It's starting to slip away here with 1.5 minutes to go. It has been done before, but
Oh,
they'll be struggling with Westlake with the ball. One more touch.
and he skipped
Oh,
through
Falloon
here,
once
George.
again. He's
Is it a try?
the
It is.
magic.
Great try here on the Bunnings replay.
Just that dump split.
And the wheels there.
And Zach on attack once again. I think that might be a hat trick for Zach. Maybe even a foursome. Not too sure, but all I can see is 11 touchdowns to 7.
And that score has ballooned out. Westlake would have got some stern words at halftime, and as you can see, that scoreline has really ballooned out here. What can Otago do with 31 seconds to go?
Nice work rate by
Yes, here it is.
Robson. Calls for the touch. Fawkes pops it over the top. I'd like to see the replay again with Touch NZ replay. Fawkes goes himself. Robson looks to make the touch. Ball is long gone. Long gone. And Bennington gets another for all his troubles.
And there's the full-time hooter there, George. 11 Westlake, 8 Otago boys with a great game there, George.
Oh, a great game. It was great to be a part of. The boys put it all out there. It was showtime. One end of the field to the next with intercept touchdowns, quick plays, long balls, short plays. We had a plethora of plays out there today. Wow, the coaches would be happy with both sides. In the end, Westlake High, just too good today, taking it out. 11 touchdowns to 8. Touch. What a game.